It's not a garage, it's a studio. It's my new studio. I mean, what are they thinking? Let's talk about hands anyway. Why are your hands going numb? But they don't go numb while you're sitting on the toilet, or sitting watching TV, or sitting at work, or sitting anywhere. In this video, I'm going to share with you a couple of concepts that you might not have considered, or might not even have done, even if you've had a bike fit. So, let's dive into it. Oh, before we go on the bike and share something with you, let's talk something different. Let's talk about this guy, your pelvis, and how this has got something to do with your hands. So, we've got to understand, is it structural or is it functional? I.e., is it a bike fit issue? Because trust me, just because you complain about your bike giving you pain doesn't mean that the poor bike is the cause. Isn't that true, Bianca? Okay, so let's dial into this. Come with me and I'll show you something. Okay. Haha, I'm here. Right, so first of all, what are we doing sitting down, coach? Well, my friends, this guy has got lots to do with these guys. The reason being that the numb hands are coming from compression. Two key nerves, one through the middle, one going out the outside. The one on the outside is going to interfere with the little finger right up to your ring, okay, on that ring finger. One up the middle, all the other little parts of your fingers. Don't need to understand the physiology, right? And the anatomy actually. But the thing is, your spine, where all the nerves are coming off, of course, it's going to be connected. But there are some things on the bike that we'll jump into. But how do you sit? Have you ever videoed yourself sitting watching TV? Sitting watching anything actually? What about cooking? What about walking? What about on your bike? Have you actually studied, analysed, been a detective? A posture detective. I like that. That's a new band. You can have that for free. A posture detective, to look at your own posture, because if we sit down and we collapse and we bring our chin up and then we have our shoulders dropping, then no wonder we've got issues with our hands, because we've got poor posture. So what work are you doing off the bike? We should be looking at supporting our trapezium, our latissimus dorsi, our triceps. You need to join me in some of my live videos when we do some workouts. You got to be in Bulletproof Cycling Club to see them. But the thing is, first of all, understand posture. Understand what you look like. Once you see it, you can address it. So that's key. Video yourself or get a friend to video you. I know that's difficult for a lot of cyclists. Okay, let's go back to the bike and do something else that might help you. Okay, let's look at the bike now. So fundamentally, we understand that when we're bike fitting, what we've got to understand is the width of our shoulders. Something I always carry around with me, my giant size tape. So you can again get a friend to measure across your shoulder width. You're looking for a chromium process, that little knobbly bit, the bony section. Now, if I was to take my top off and show you, obviously, women would be going crazy, dogs would be screeching, cats jumping out of windows, and a few men would be going crazy. Okay, right, steady. Okay, but you know what I mean, right? The thing is, that width has got to match bar width, but that's not always going to happen, and it's not always that important, okay? The reason being, we've got to talk about grip width. Yes, grip width. So, let's all do it together. The L, okay, first finger and thumb. This L shape, when we drop it down, okay, is going to line up the middle, the V, in the middle, okay, with your acromion process. So wherever that is, okay, if it's in line in the bars, great, it's in a straight line, the nerve's gonna flow nice and easy. But what if your posture's screwed, okay? And you're all over the place here, you've got collapse, you've got one shoulder up, down, Quasimodo style, okay? From old injuries and such. Nobody is symmetrical, nobody. Trust me, there's a little bit of jiggery-pokery going on somewhere. So you've got to be doing that stabilisation, mobility work, strength work off the bike, especially in the upper body, okay? But you can help yourself, right? You can help yourself with your bars. Get the bars to match acromion. Some people can do that, some people have got that, but you've still got issues. So where we reach, what I'm talking about is this L shape. When we hold on to the hoods, riders have got a temptation to do this. They collapse, okay? So they fall inwards. Get someone to video you. No, you're not expecting when you're on your bike. Do you collapse? When you do that, you stretch the nerve. And as we get older, the nerve can come under compression, okay? joints are not as supple as they used to be. And you'll have heard of things like flossing or movement of the nerves, okay? So stretching out and moving into this position, working on your wrist mobility, for some people will help with numb hands. That's really important. But if you're in that comfortable position all day whereby you're relaxed on your hoods and you're forming that L shape, you're going to get numb hands. So you need to have a grip position that continually alters. Hoods, bars, drops. Okay, you're constantly moving. Try and set yourself little reminders, okay, so that you make sure that you don't go too long in one position. It's dead simple. Set little reminders, just get it in your head. Okay, I've got to keep moving. Now, what about grip? Now, I'm not talking about taking on somebody in an arm wrestle. Look at those peas, okay? What I'm talking about is as you grip, you will grip based on the terrain, based on how many cars are around you, whether there's pedestrians jumping out on you. Now, I'm very fortunate to cycle in the beautiful landscape of the Scottish countryside, okay? Acres and acres of land with no one on it. However, not everybody's that fortunate. But what we have to do is understand the harder we grip, the white of the knuckles we see, we create tension. And that tension, matched with poor posture, matched with poor width, is going to cause compression. So you have to get much lighter on your bike. You must have to get lighter with your grip. The bike will glide. You need to direct it. You don't need to oversteer it, okay? You don't need to over hug it like a Scotsman holding onto his wallet. Aye, you're not getting my money, okay? That is super important, and it creates this increase in muscle tone. And let me tell you this as well, it decreases what we call lactate flushing for those of you who ride long distances if you overgrip. So, video yourself, get a look at your posture, just have a look at it and just see, you might be surprised, okay? Then what you want to do is make the clear measurements. A chromium process, measure it across your bars, end to end, where your hoods are, get all the measurements so you understand if there is a potential problem. But then, look at the grip. A simple little thing that you can do on your very next ride. And a good way to measure things, if you use the same bike indoors and outdoors, why are you not getting a problem indoors? It could just be that your grip is wrong on the bike. You don't want to be riding with pain in your hands. You don't want to be riding with numb hands. You can avoid it. Don't let it stop you. In Bulletproof Cycling Club, we go that extra mile to make sure that people don't suffer from that. Hey, I'm doing a class this Thursday where I show people the benefits of the club. You can find the link in the description. I might just see you there. Yeah, you get more of this and a lot more. Is that good English? I know I'm not English. Okay, thanks for reminding me. You take care. Speak soon. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Keep spinning. I'm going out. Can you hear the clickety click click? Italian.